Dude, my scene hair grew back instantly overnight after we made the announcement.
Podcast. How the hell do we even know each other? Like, because I know I didn't tour with you guys. I was looking at my laminates. I don't see a tour with you guys on it. Was it Of Mice and Men? Like, you guys were just there?
It was. I think you were with the Of Mice guys is when I met you, and we go just back with those dudes.
Okay.
So I think that's how I met you, yeah.
Yeah. It must have been like...
And I was very familiar with your work, too. So I knew who you were. And I was like, dude, this guy rocks. And
you rock.
Yeah, that's how we
literally.
Thanks.
Damn, yeah, that's crazy because, okay, so, shoot, I'm married to Jen, Jen is Tino's wife. That's Joey's sister.
And Joey's sister, yeah. I've known, Joey since I was in 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's been my best friend ever since. But, I've known his sister obviously, but Tino, we toured with Lower Definition back in the day.
Oh,
so
okay,
that's how
cool.
I met Tino, which is a drummer in Of Mice and Men.
Yeah.
So and we've known them since they started.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. And some of the things I'm gonna say or mess up, some like diehard super fans are gonna be like, dude, give me the mic. Like, get off the mic. Let me talk to him. Like,
honestly, my memory is so hazy too. I have to really think back and dig deep for some of the memories, but there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've had some people on my podcast that I've toured with them in the last 5 years, and they're telling me stories that I'm like, okay, well, I know I wasn't like blackout drunk. Like, I should remember that. Like, why can't I remember that?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes I may have been. So that could be my excuse.
Just chalk it up to being blacked out. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. Four Locos, dude, they're crazy.
Yeah. Hey, man, those were crazy.
Dude, I know. And then Tino, for the longest time after maybe like a year or something, that might be too long, but he had like a case of the OG Locos.
And that was like his jam, right?
Yeah. I think it was.
Is it or what is? Yeah.
I think it was.
Is that what their song is about? Isn't they have the song OG Loco?
They do have OG. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past
Is it
them.
Inspired by the drink? That's pretty cool.
Probably.
I don't know if it was or not.
I just know that like there was times where like there was a lot of the OG Locos, the Four Locos being consumed on like those earlier tours with the Mice and Men guys. It was not good.
I bet, man. And I do not want to condone blacking out, by the way.
No.
No, bad.
No. Dude, especially because we're getting older.
But party is okay. Have fun.
Yes.
Not all right.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
How's the pandemic treating you, man? You staying like sane, I guess? I know it's kind of like tapering off, it seems, but
yeah, it's kind of, in California, it's kind of a little all over the place, but so I've been, for work, I've been audio engineering, recording full time. And I was working out of a studio, and that was weird because that we had to shut down, so I had to kind of think of some other things to do. But I was able to get do some work remote and stay busy. Worked on a lot of music, so that I definitely stayed busy, and it was kind of cool to have that time just to work on a lot of music. I think that was nice.
Before that, were you in like another band or something? Because and forgive me about the whole timeline for a Skylit Drive and stuff. And don't worry, people, we'll get to it. when did that end?
Oh yeah, no worries, dude. That was the end of 2015 was our last tour.
Okay.
So that was pretty much like the end of the band touring and being a full-time thing.
Were you in a band after that, like between, well, I guess COVID and 2015, or were you just going straight into like the producing?
No. So I didn't join a band. I was trying to start different projects, but nothing was really taking off.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all I ever did before, was to, be in a band. So that's all I knew. And I wanted just to get right back at it. I had all these ideas for what I wanted to do with new music and all that. But I was trying to get some things going, and nothing ever really, took off. I love the studio, and I love to write music.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been into recording. I've done the demos for Skylit Drive for a while, and I've written music since I first picked up a guitar, so it seemed kind of natural to kind of go into that.
Yeah.
So there's a studio local to me here. It's a beautiful place. It's amazing. It's called the Press Recording Studio in Stockton.
Stockton. Okay, I was going to ask. I was like,
yep.
Where are you? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
and I started interning there, and that's I showed up every day, and just the owner Matt Young, he's a super cool guy, and I learned a lot from him.
Name sound very familiar.
He's an incredibly talented engineer and producer.
Okay.
He's from the area, like he's from Stockton, Lodi, where I'm from.
Okay. Huh,
but yeah, I just got obsessed, and I figured out. I'm kind of glad I didn't know at the time what I was even in for. I was like going into it like, dude, I know all this stuff. I got this. And I was humbled quickly.
Oh, for sure. Damn, dude. Well, it's good that you stayed busy.
But it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I stayed. And that, man, I got obsessed. And I absolutely love what I do. And I'm lucky to be able to be so busy doing it.
Yeah. So with this whole new Skylit Drive, all original members, are you guys going to do everything like in-house as far as, well, basically everything now about producing and whatnot? Are you going to outsource, you think?
Yeah, we've definitely been discussing it. I think, right, like, we're like letting the good vibes just roll right now. Like, we're just having so much fun. So I think like everything's just organically kind of happening. So we'll see how it goes. I would love to do it. It'd be fun to get other producers that are just our friends involved, just because it's awesome. And, and they, we've worked with so many cool people that have had a badass influence, on where we take things and having their ears. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Nice. So,
and Brian actually did the video that we released.
Oh, he did?
Damn. Yeah, and I was dude, he just blew me away with what he's able to do, and he's been doing videography now for a while, and
I didn't know that. That's sick.
He's a badass dude. He worked super hard on it, and it turned out really cool.
Badass, but and I say this with love, a goofy motherfucker.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in so long.
There is never a dull moment. With that dude, or any of the dudes for that matter.
Of course. Well, yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, for sure. So going from, everyone doing their own thing. You going into the producer route. Was it Corey was he doing post office? Or which is everyone's got to do that. Badass.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's I'm honestly not even totally sure what he's doing for the post office right now, but he's been there for a long time now.
Dude, he's some crazy calves.
I would imagine, right? That's a lot of cardio. That's
right?
Good stuff. Because I hate cardio, so that would help you take your mind off of it,
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, like you got, your thing going on, Corey's got his thing going on, everyone's kind of got their, everything, just their life since the band. Why, I
Yeah.
mean, 2022, I mean, out of nowhere as well, like just boom. And not only just like a Skylit Drive is back, but it's, the original lineup. And remind me of the singer's name again, vocalist, original.
Jordan Blake.
Damn it. I mean, then you throw that in it and everyone's amped even more. I mean, why now? I mean, I'm sure everyone's kind of curious,
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's a good question. I feel like the stars just were aligning for it, really. Like, because it's something like I personally have wanted to do for a while. Like, I'm like, man, this would be so cool. For maybe like a couple years, I would say. I've always kept in touch with Jordan. We've always been friends.
Yeah.
We didn't talk we didn't talk a lot, but we always kept in touch. And, it's something that, I can't really recall what even really sparked it, to be honest.
Because it could be like,
but
did you just like were texting one day and with the guys or something? And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
And everyone's like, "Fuck yeah, dude."
Yeah. There was something about like, man, it'd be fun to jam, and like Joey and I talk every day. Like we honestly, it's so funny. Like Joey and I text each other like funny stories from touring every single day, and we just laugh our asses off, dude.
Oh yeah.
And he'll text. I'll text him and be like, "Man, remember that time?" Blah blah, and we just laugh our tails off. And that kind of started getting us going. Like, hey, this would be fun,
Yeah.
And I was talking to Jordan, and Jordan just like seemed interested in doing something with music, and we just started talking. And we were like, "What if we did this?" Like, what if we? Because we're all friends. Like I said, we talk. I hadn't talked to Brian and Corey though in a really long time, in years. But when we talked to him about it, it was like instant. Like, dude, let's do it. Let's hang out. Yeah. And that's kind of how it was. It was more like, hey, do you guys just want to like, hang out and just kick it? And that's what we did. And we had so much fucking fun, dude. We felt like we were like all 18 starting the band again. It was really cool.
It's sick because like, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say we like, and everyone brought their stuff. Like we jammed, and it was like, dude, we have to do this. Like it wasn't even an option. Like we all looked at each other like, holy shit, this is rad.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you guys were probably, I would assume, jamming random shit, but like also, jamming some of the older Skylit Drive stuff and whatnot. So like after all those years of, everyone's still, doing somewhat within the music world, whatever, guitar for you, bass, drums, they're getting better. Gear's getting better. So imagine like that, 2007 sound with updated gear, knowledge, talent, like oh shit. All right.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I was talking about this with someone the other day. Like when we wrote the EP, we had all only been playing our instruments for like a few years, which is pretty wild because now we've all been doing, playing music for, over half our lives.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've definitely, hopefully got improved.
I mean, I would hope. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, actually, so it's kind of crazy that like we've become friends and like the way we met, just me being on tour with the Must Men. And I mean, you guys probably honestly showed up at a show one time when we were at like Ace of Spades and everyone had fun. The rest is history. But I mean, when I was in high school, so I graduated high school in 2010. So I will say that for sure, that album, She Watched the Sky, and what is it? Wires and the Concept of Breathing.
Yeah. Yep.
Both of those for sure. Like I can remember my little emo ass in high school, like with Toms walking around with like girls' pants, like for sure, like jamming that stuff, like if not daily, weekly for sure. So when I saw this, I was like, damn, immediately I turned on my phone and I like started jamming those two records. I was like, yeah, it's so old, but it's so good.
That rocks, dude. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I've been
man.
listening to I listened to the EP like right when we started talking. And I think that was another thing that like lit a fire. I was like, man, I love these songs. They're just so fun. And it just like, it brings me a lot like back to that time when, we were writing it, and it was just such a cool time in life. And like you said, like those days were so fun, like the 2010.
They were. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm curious about one thing. Well, it's kind of multi-part, I guess. So obviously, as you guys have grown as, individual musicians, and now you guys have jammed together, I'm sure things have, grown and everything. As far as like same genre, I'm positive, unless you guys are going some other weird route I don't know about. But how much of that old, like She Watched the Sky, are you gonna like keep with it? Or is it gonna be like, 50-50? I don't know.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we're in the very early stages of writing anything right now, or what we want to do. But I really think we're channeling the She Watched the Sky vibes 100%.
Okay.
It's kind of, it's weird though. It's just kind of natural. I don't know how to even explain it, but when we jam, it's just something. It's just how we sound. I don't know. It does. It sounds like that too. Like we'll just jam. We'll be like, "Hey, what do you think of this part?" And it's like, man, that sounds like She Watched the Sky.
Sick. I guess the reason I ask is because, that music in that time, especially the She Watched the Sky. Geez, I can't say that really fast. It fucks me up.
That is hard to say fast.
She Watched the
Sky. She
Oh,
Watched the
here we
Sky.
go. Okay. And
I'm pretty good at doing that though.
I'm not good at those at all.
Can you say toy boat?
Toy boat?
Toy boat. Yeah, it's hard.
Toy boat. Oh.
Toy boat. Oh, I almost did it.
I mean,
it's
you
hard.
got
anyway.
You got double than what I did.
Yeah, I digress.
So going from what that style, the genre, like the name of the genre probably hasn't really changed, like the base of what the actual music is. But like maybe it was like a part of a subgenre. The word emo probably gets thrown out a lot. There's a lot of and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but the vocals, there's a lot of that. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
So going from that, and then 2015, obviously in that time there was progression and then different singers, but going into today's world where that music hasn't really, I don't know anyone that's done that kind of style of music in so long. So like going into 2022 or whenever you guys like fully release stuff, how do you kind of think about going into this direction, keeping it the old school but meshing with new school? You know what I mean? I know that was a really long way to say that, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's totally something to think about. I think the main thing is just not trying to do anything specific. Like don't try, try too hard to do anything one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But really just like remembering and knowing like what a Skylit drive, is to us, like when we listen to it and when we play together, like what does it mean? What do we sound like? And I think we know, it's weird. It's hard to explain. But even now going forward, I just think we have a more modern take on it, maybe.
Okay.
Of, what we would, it still sounds like us playing. And like I said, it's weird and hard to explain. But when we play together, it's strange. It's like it just has this vibe.
Yeah. I think I can attest back to what I've said a couple times where, you guys have grown individually, musically, and you're smarter and better instruments and gear, et cetera, et cetera. So now that when you do jam stuff and write new things in the taste of kind of She Watched the Sky, it's just naturally going to fall in a more, for lack of a better way of saying it, like a more mature, newer state.
I would say so. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I do think that will be the sound is a more, I guess, mature version.
Damn, I can't wait for that shit. Do you guys know any ideas?
And also, I didn't even know what because I think back, like you said, like we've evolved as musicians. Like back then, I didn't even know what chords I was playing. Like I had no idea what I was doing.
You're like, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's it. The only way we knew, we just, but now I'm like, oh, I know exactly what, note should be and what key, we're in, stuff like that. So
yeah, of course.
I think it's just, more mature songwriting.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I think why it's going to do really well, one, because people are just amped because, I mean, Skylit Drive was, a huge band in that era of, what would you even place that at, like a subcategory? I keep saying like emo, like what would that be? Because I was like Attack, out like Sauna, like what would
I feel like we were like called post-hardcore.
Post-hardcore,
okay. What you call us. I honestly, dude, I really don't know. A lot of people call us like screamo or emo or post-hardcore. Yeah. I have no idea.
Right.
But we were definitely in like, we were heavily influenced by heavier emotional bands. So the emo thing, I totally get it because that's what we were doing,
Right. Yeah. I think the emo thing just comes from like, I mean, people still do it now, but the girls' jeans, the tight clothes, the tank tops and the certain hair and the toms, I think it may be where it comes from. And the crabcore and
we had the drip.
Dude, the drip, dude. The drip was sick. You guys gonna keep that? You guys gonna bring that back, huh?
Dude, my scene hair grew back instantly overnight. After we made the announcement.
Oh,
I woke up. And it was there, dude.
Yeah. Because you've kind of had like short, you kind of, I don't know, you push it up a little bit to the side. I think that's the last one I saw, So now
I cut the mop pretty short.
Yeah, dude, bring the mop back. Tell Corey to get that backpack on, dude.
Yeah, we talked about that. We were like, dude, Corey, you gotta wear the backpack, man.
I just remember being in the Mice bus one time, like Ace of Spades, and like he just had a backpack on. I was like, I don't remember if I asked or anything, but I do remember the backpack for sure. No, Corey, no shade on the backpack. I love the backpack. Now it's got to be filled with like granola bars and like, recovery aid stuff and CBD, like no Four Locos.
The backpack was pretty. Yeah, I don't know, dude. The backpack was pretty fire, dude. And I'm not sure. No one knows what was in there. He played with it on. It never left him.
Ooh.
Was it fashion or was it, did he have something in there? No one knows. It is a mystery.
It'd be sick if he had like one of those. I've always wanted to try one on too, but those Rumble packs or whatever. It's like that.
What's that?
It's like a backpack that you would put on. I don't know if it's necessarily meant for, I think I might have seen like one drummer, but huge band, like massive band. But I've also seen like people in the crowd wearing it. But basically, it's like a subwoofer on your back.
Okay.
So you can like feel the bass even more. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. That's actually kind of cool.
So
I thought it was something that massages your back like all the time, which
dude, I
could probably use one of those.
Honestly, give me that for sure, dude. Man,
dude. I'm gonna have to really. That's the only thing because in my heart, I'm gonna go so hard when we play these shows. I'm still the same, but I'm gonna have to stretch a little more than usual. I have a feeling
you're gonna have to start. I hate to say this, dude, but you're gonna have to start doing some cardio.
I know, right? I know. I know, man. I better start now for sure.
Dude, I hate cardio with a passion. It's just
me too.
Worst.
What do you do for cardio?
Do
you do any? I barely do, but I do.
Recently, and I've been off and on, but I entered this like cool contest for like kind of an overall transformation, and basically like the winner, like first place is a Mercedes car, second place is what is it? A Rolex, and the third one is 10K in crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some motivation, but the guy who
Dude, I
runs it,
saw you did that. That's
yeah,
awesome, dude.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was super cool, man.
So that's what it is, and it's called the I Want Abs contest. So it's just I'm going ape shit. But the guy who's created it and the one who owns the company that's running it, Max Effort Muscle, his name's Corey Gregory, and he is all about lunges. I think he's on a streak right now. He does every day 800 meters, which is 2 laps around a track of lunges, and that's his conditioning. So I'm not that crazy.
That sounds insane.
Yeah, dude, it's brutal. I'd kind of just pop on the treadmill.
I'm tired just thinking about it, but that's badass.
Yeah. Recently, I've been doing like 10 minutes of lunging on the treadmill. I got to bring in some shoes and start like running a little bit.
Yeah.
Jog. We'll say jog. But I think what I do mostly is I'll just set that incline on the treadmill at like 10 and like a speed of like 2.53 and just go for like 30 minutes. Or if I don't have anything to do, like an hour. I mean, that's kind of what what I do.
That's also like my go-to. Do you ever do the stairs?
Hate it.
Hate the stairs, but that probably means it's doing something good. If I hate
it. I don't know.
I don't do it hardly ever. Maybe
you know what?
Once every week.
I would compare that feeling. You know when you're on the Stairmaster and you're like your quads and like they're just on fire. It's the same for the lunges.
I need to try this.
You try it.
Maybe I'll like it. I don't know.
Maybe you will. I don't know. It's really good. I mean, it definitely works, but I don't know. I'm trying shit out. You know, I just, you know, we've known each other long enough that we both love fitness. So it's, you know, you never really fully figure shit out. I mean, you do to an extent, but like you're always tweaking things.
No, it's true. It's like it's never ending. Like I'm, you know, assuming like with photography, doing video, it's the same with music. Like it just seriously, it's another thing that's like absolutely never ending. I'm constantly learning more things, trying different techniques, different approaches of things.
Oh yeah. And I need to know I need to blow these pythons up, dude. You got some guns. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. How, like, are you just like dumbbells every day? Like you're squatting and doing dumbbells. Like, what are you doing?
You have the guns.
No,
you have the guns. I've seen them.
Yeah. Okay. I might have them, but like you have like the big guns. I have the housewife just got a pistol guns. You have no. I'm fighting it like a war with bazookas.
Well, dude, thank you.
Of course.
Thanks, man. That's nice. But like one thing, like that's another thing with the back to the pandemic too. This doesn't have to do totally with the pythons, but back to the pandemic, the gym shut down, and that kind of sucked because the which I totally I understand it, but it just was tough because it's so much a part of my routine and it's so important for my mental health. Is like a huge thing for me, you know.
The same way.
And I feel, yeah, dude, totally. And I feel like lucky that I enjoy it, you know, because I know a lot of people that's, you know, they don't enjoy going to the gym, but I'm glad I discovered weightlifting because it really, I mean, man, it just changed me in such a good way. It was, I felt like pretty vital for me to find
100%.
that.
Well, actually at the beginning of, going back to that contest thing that I did, so I registered on the 1st of the year, and on the 4th, I was out for a week and a day with COVID. So I think I only left the house like twice. So that was the worst thing ever. And there's been times where I've gone months, you know, and it was the worst. Mm-hmm. So I feel you on how like it's so crucial for like the mental health. It's, dude, nothing's better than a pump, man.
No, it really, dude. It helps me. Like, I feel like any, like, if you're any stress or negative energy, it really like helps you kind of get some of that out at the gym. You kind of like let some of that go, or that extra anxious energy you may have or whatever. I feel like it gets expelled there,
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, so the pandemic thing, that it was a bummer, but I adjusted. I had like some sick like home workout routines going on that I started to enjoy, because I'm like, all right, we're gonna adapt here. And I was doing like pull-ups in my backyard on my tree.
Oh,
like,
sick.
My neighbors would see me like, doing pull-ups on the tree every day. And I was doing and I was doing a lot of cardio. I actually got kind of into running for a little bit. Which I almost did that for a mental thing too, because it totally sucks. And I was like, man, if this really just sucks so bad and I can get through it, I'll feel pretty good about it, Because I never, right, I never say like, or I always say, you never leave the gym upset you went, or you never go for a run and say, man, I wish I wouldn't have just ran,
Oh,
so,
yeah, definitely.
I started getting into running with a good buddy of mine, and he's like a marathon running, just madman.
Hard pass.
And it was, oh, dude, I won't do that. I probably won't get into that again, but it was cool. I think the most I did was like, we did like a half marathon or something like that. I think it was like 13 miles we did.
My shins.
Oh man, dude, it was gnarly.
Yeah. Well, you might have to hit them up, because shows are coming back for you guys.
I know. I need to get back into it.
You need to do some neck training for the bang over.
Dude, the bang over is real. I actually just played in my friend's. I've been working with a friend of mine. I've been co-writing music with him, so he's a vocalist, and I've been helping him develop his ideas. So I'll write the instrumental, and I record it and mix and master it, and he does his vocals. We write together, and I just played guitar in his music video, and it was so fun because I haven't played really like in a band situation or live out of the studio in years.
Yeah,
and I had the gnarliest bang over metal neck I've ever had in my life. Like, I couldn't even move my neck the next day. Next week, it was brutal.
Well, I guess it's good that you guys got that So What Fest, right? That's just one day, right?
Yeah.
So you could recover from that. By the way, that's sick, of course, that you guys got that. They're like, yeah, for sure.
Thanks, man. I'm so excited, dude. And we actually did the first ever So What Fest.
Really?
And we've done it a ton of times. Do you know Mike Zemer, who puts it on?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Man, just the best dude. And he's always supported us, like, since the very beginning. Like, he totally believed in us, and always that's my boy. So I'm so excited that our first show back is his festival. That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, that's a good way to kind of kick things off, I mean, one, it's really cool, and I mean, sentimental too, that you guys did the very first one, and now you guys are kind of, OG members are back, come back, first show back. That's, I think, gonna be pretty big. It's gonna be sick, dude.
Dude, I've just been like emotional. Just, dude, the last week, like, announcing all this stuff, and like, this is the first show coming back, is that show, which is super sentimental to me and the guys, and just seeing everybody's reaction, it's just been like, dude, I'm so grateful, man. It's unreal. It's been so cool.
I know, because I've been seeing, since that popped up, I mean, I've been seeing you guys, you'll post your stories, like, sharing other people's stories, sharing the post from the band's page and stuff, and even photos taken with you at like a show or something, and I'm like, you're not expecting to like be clicking for like 20 frames. I'm like, holy shit, I'm still tapping. Like, it's awesome. I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just, it's
Yeah.
cool. You know, people are like, I'm sure that might have been one thing that might have been, I don't know, maybe you guys didn't even think about it, but you know, like the return and even making the new social media and posting about it, you know,
Yeah.
how are they gonna, like, is anyone gonna fucking care? Like,
Yeah, honestly, we really didn't know, you know. We're just doing it cuz it's like so fun, and you know, we just were like, dude, let's just do this. We want to, you know, we all are so happy playing
mhm.
together again, and we know, you know, we have people that the music, like, you know, means something to people, but I had no idea. The reaction has just been so cool. Like I said, man, I just so much gratitude. It's really really cool because I feel like it's just a huge a part of my life was that band and that album, and it's really really cool to revisit again.
Yeah, dude, I can imagine, you know, like kids that grew up with that, say, you know, they had some issue or something that, you know, that album, you know, helped them out. And, you know, grown-ups, they have some issues too. They have problems. Imagine some of those same people, like they've gone through, you know, their entire life, and then their favorite band that helped them through a childhood thing is now back. And they're like, oh shit, I got some shit going
Yeah,
on. Help me out.
yeah. I mean, dude, if we get like if I get a message about something like, you know, my music helps somebody, like like nothing could compare to that for
Oh,
me.
dude, I
It
can
just
imagine.
it means so much, dude, and it's just so incredible that you know we could be there for somebody because music has been there for me. You know, my whole it still is. You know,
Hmm.
uh, getting back together with these guys has been like a rad just thing for me to do. You know, yeah, it's just unreal that
Yeah.
we could be that for somebody.
I got I'm curious from that album, you know, She Watched the Sky. By the way, every time I say it now, I'm gonna be like, She Watched the Sky. So make sure I say it right.
It is hard to say. I didn't really realize.
Do you have like your favorite song from that album? Or I mean, if you can say even just one.
Yeah, I do. I think I love that album. I'm super super proud of what the band and I were able to accomplish. But I think "Hey Nightmare" is my favorite track from
Okay.
that album.
Any particular reason why, or is just kind of just jams hard?
I love just the vibe of that song. I just feel like it really it has such a really cool dynamic to it. It's kind of a roller coaster of a
Hmm.
track. It's has a lot of peaks and valleys, and
Yeah.
I think the outro's really cool. It's like just like nerding out musically. It's like my favorite like chord progression to play,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, I just dig the track, and it just comes in guns blazing. So I
It
dig that
does,
too.
yeah.
It's a high energy, and Jordan lets like we play this really strange like dissonant chord, and Jordan has this scream over it, and just like all of that together, just it's pretty chaotic and fun.
Yeah, he's, yeah, I don't know. Like, that's why it's so cool because, you know, the Skylit Drive, like, especially the, you know, the vocals, because he's very different, I guess you could say. It's just his style, you know, it's, you know, few and far between. So it's going to be cool to kind of see
Yeah,
after all these years, you know, what, I don't know, what we're going to get on that front too. Cause I'm sure a lot of people are like, damn, I don't even know what he's been doing. Like, I don't even know what his voice sounds like anymore until like that video came out. Even he was just at the end, very, you know, short amount of time. So
yeah.
like, I'm sure people are gonna be like, "What are you gonna bring us?" So I don't know. It's gonna be sick no matter what. I feel like.
Dude, I can say because we jammed. He sounded incredible, and it was wild because I thought, oh, man, we're gonna be so rusty, but I was pretty blown away, man. He killed it. He
Are
sounded
you
really
guys
good.
gonna Are you guys gonna do anything with that 2000 set? Like remaster it or anything, or I don't know, re-record a song or two, or like, are you guys just leaving it? Like, what's kind of like the next plan besides
that could,
writing new stuff, you know?
that could be cool, huh? I didn't even think about that. Maybe we will. I don't know.
I don't know, just, technology, mastering, like things have changed. And
Yeah.
I mean, even just if you do it or, it'd be cool is cause you mentioned for, producing the record, whether you outsource or, whatever, you and some of your close, friends to the band and whatnot, like you kind of collaborate. I wonder if everyone just takes a song and they kind of produce it how they kind of interpret the song and how they think it should be heard. I mean,
That could be
another
fun.
another idea.
Someone I would love for sure to be involved is Kit. His name's Kit Walters.
That sounds familiar. Actually.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with him, I mean, he's a badass producer. He was in a really sick band from North Carolina called Scapegoat.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Yeah, but he's he's the dude. Like we recorded that album with him. He recorded it, produced it, mixed, mastered it, and he just like worked his ass off on that EP. And I can't ever thank him enough for all he did for us.
Yeah, dude, that would be sick.
I would love to get him involved. I mean, he's the fucking man. He's awesome.
Like, for example, and this is a totally kind of a different example, but in the sense of it's kind of the same. Bring Me the Horizon put out that was it Suicide Season? Is that the one that has the Chelsea Smile song? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. I know that album very well.
The one with the girl holding the guts.
Yep.
So so they made another record instead of the red, like the front was all green and slime, but half of it was all of like the Skrillex and dubstep, but half of that was still like the first half was the regular songs, and then the second half was all of these crazy ones. So I don't know, maybe you can put out a remaster. I don't know. It's just I'm a fucking photographer, dude, and I like to work out. What do I know?
Hey, you have some good ideas, man. Maybe we need to hit you up, dude. Be like, I mean, that's a killer idea. I'm pretty sure Silverstein, if I'm not mistaken, completely re-recorded an album. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm not positive, but I think they did. I'm a big Silverstein fan, so I should know more about it. But I'm pretty sure they did.
I'll have to look.
I got to look into it now. Yeah. And they had this this dude named, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Sam Guayana or something like that. They worked with this guy, and I, as a producer, I'm looking up who does what, and he's a badass. But yeah, I got to revisit that. I'm pretty sure they re-recorded it, they not just a remaster, but complete recording.
So going off of like you've been basically saying that ever since you guys like linked back up, it's just been, fucking blast off to the moon. Everything's gelling great. You guys are getting along. I mean, there's some kink. What's the kink? What's like you guys need to work out? Like anything? Or is it just legit just fireworks?
Honestly, the only thing was just getting everybody together. That was it. Because everyone's so busy. Yeah. That was it. Everyone's busy. Jordan lives in Texas, so that's a bit of a challenge. But I mean, whatever. It
could be worse.
It's not that bad. We just, plan ahead, and he got a flight here, and not really a big deal. Honestly, that was really it. I mean, at first it was kind of, we all didn't know what to expect totally.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen each other in a long time. I don't know. I think we all had just like this gut feeling that it was going to be super sick, but
I mean, sounds like it has been.
It has been. Honestly, I don't know. I can't really say any other obstacles other than that. But now that we've kind of gotten together and we've gotten the ball rolling, it seems like just things are just happening, which is kind of how it was in the beginning, honestly, that, it was just so organic and just things were just flowing so well.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear, man. I did want to ask earlier, I forgot. When you guys first got, or maybe I did, so forgive me if I already asked this. When you guys did get back together for that first jam session, I think earlier I was like, yeah, you guys must have like jammed maybe some other random shit. But what did you guys jam first from whichever record?
I'm pretty well. This is what I just remember really well from it was "Drown the City" is
Okay.
what we jammed first, and it's like how the song starts. Corey does this like kick snare.
It hits hard
thing.
right off the bat.
Yeah, and it slapped, dude. I like that first chord we hit and everyone hit together.
Like,
it was like I almost short circuited. I got so excited. I was like, "Oh shit!" And it was so sick, dude. It really felt like fireworks were going off, around me. Like it was so fun, man.
That's awesome.
And we all remembered it. That was the thing too, because I've been, we're all busy. I was busy as hell, and I didn't really have time to like go over it. But I was like, I'll be good. I just listened through the EP as I was getting ready for the guys to come over. We rehearsed at my house, and like everyone remembered it. It was crazy.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like not that the songs are that complicated to play, but it was pretty impressive. We remembered that everyone remembered like the structure, especially Corey, because Corey's not able to set up his drum kit and just rock, because it's loud. And he said he hadn't had a kit set up in years, and the dude like played it like almost flawlessly. It was wild.
That's sick.
Yeah, he did. He rips for sure.
I figured I'd kind of ask because, well, obviously I was curious, but for myself now, after this, I'm gonna listen to that song and like kind of imagine you guys in this fucking room like just jamming out and like I don't know. I feel like if thinking about those situations where it's the first song you guys played back and just jamming together again, like I think that might bring some cool joy to people as they listen and get, and obviously as they get stoked for whatever is to come, they can kind of think about you guys jamming and practicing, and I don't know, the first song, maybe they can just be like, damn, okay, fuck. Like, they just went straight forward.
Yeah, that's absolutely. And we did. We were like, what do you guys want to do? We like looked around like, okay, we're here. Our amps are on. Our guitars are ready. Like, what do we do now? And Corey was like, but a bop, like that Drown the City start. And it just was on.
Oh, dope, dude. That's awesome.
It was super cool.
Yeah. Damn. I will say, I might have to just have you on because I had that mini series for that contest I'm doing. I might just have to have you on for that one so we can just riff on fitness stuff, because I know that a large majority of the people listening to this are not going to give a fuck about talking about biceps and shit like that. So
yeah, I would love to do that though. Vibe on some fitness stuff.
Yes, dude. Well, yeah, we'll have to schedule that.
We'll have to do that another time.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Kind of just to close this out a little bit. I mean, I'm sure there's not, you can't say everything, you gotta, leave some suspense and whatnot. But I mean, you guys are writing, and you guys have the So What Fest. I mean, for at least this year or this, couple months, like what's to come? Like what's next?
Well, yeah, we can't give too much away, but we have some really, really cool stuff planned for this year. Yeah, definitely we're going to be busy. So, definitely keep up with the social medias we made and all of our personal ones. We're going to be pretty active on those and making sure we're updating everybody with what's going on. But we have some fun stuff lined up. I'm so excited. It's going to be a really fun year.
Oh yeah. And then just to remind people, I'm sure they can find it easily on your Instagram and stuff, but when is the So What Fest? And it's in Texas, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's May 29th in Arlington, Texas.
Get your tickets. Oh yeah.
Get your tickets. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm so excited. Just to like see those bands. Like I'm like, what is going on? This lineup is unbelievable. The lineup, I can't wait just to like watch the bands play that day.
I haven't even looked at the lineup. I might have to.
It's crazy, dude. I'm a fan of every single band playing that day.
Damn.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for all of your guys' social media, because I just feel like it's just gonna be it's gonna be awesome, because it's gonna be stuff from the show and watching bands and a bunch of shit. So I'm
man.
stoked.
I feel like we're gonna be just like, we're gonna be so excited, dude. Like I haven't even been to a show in so long. You know, it's just gonna. I feel like I'm gonna be like, man, I'm at home. This is my place.
The Guitarist.